Demonology, the study of demons, is a field that has intrigued scholars, theologians, and the general public for centuries. It encompasses the classification, origins, and interactions of demons within various religious and cultural contexts. While demonology often carries negative connotations, historically it has been a way for humanity to explain the presence of evil in the world, interpret unusual phenomena, and maintain spiritual or societal order. Historical origins of demonology. The concept of demons predates organized religion, with ancient civilizations like Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece containing early references to malevolent spiritual beings. The ancient Sumerians, for example, believed in Utiku, spirits that could be benevolent or malevolent. Similarly, ancient Egyptians feared entities like Apep, a serpent demon representing chaos and destruction, which was often in conflict with the sun god Ra. In ancient Greece, demon-like entities were called daimones, which initially referred to divine beings or spirits between gods and humans. Over time, the term took on a more negative connotation, particularly in the Christian context, where daimones became demons, malevolent beings associated with Satan. Judeo-Christian demonology. Demonology became more systematized with the advent of monotheistic religions, particularly in Judaism and Christianity. In the Hebrew Bible, demons are not as prominently featured as in later Christian texts, but the concept of evil spirits appears, often associated with idolatry or divine punishment. One of the earliest mentions of a demonic figure is Lilith, who appears in Jewish folklore as a female demon of the night. Christian demonology, however, is where the field truly expanded. Early Christian writings demonized pagan deities, labeling them as false gods or demons. The New Testament portrays demons as evil spirits under Satan's control, who tempt, possess, and cause physical and mental afflictions. Jesus' exorcisms, where he casts out demons from individuals, are notable instances in the Gospels that cement demons' roles as adversaries of God and humanity. Over time, church fathers such as Augustine and Thomas Aquinas attempted to categorize demons, their hierarchies, and their functions. Medieval Christian demonology is notably shaped by these efforts, where demons were considered fallen angels who rebelled against God and were cast out of heaven. The idea of a hierarchical structure, with Satan or Lucifer at the top, influencing a multitude of lesser demons, became widely accepted. Islamic demonology. In Islam, the concept of demonic beings is present in the form of jinn. Jinn, like humans, have free will and can be good, evil, or neutral. The Quran mentions the most notorious of the jinn, Iblis, who refused to bow to Adam and was cast out of heaven, becoming a tempter of humanity. Iblis in Islamic demonology is analogous to the Christian Satan, a rebellious figure who seeks to lead humans astray. Islamic demonology also includes various types of spirits, such as the Marid, a powerful and rebellious type of jinn, and the Ghul, a shape-shifting demon that inhabits deserts and is known for consuming human flesh. These beings play roles in Islamic folklore and are seen as a constant spiritual challenge to faithful Muslims, who seek protection through prayer and adherence to Islamic teachings. Eastern demonology. In Eastern traditions, demons are often part of a more complex cosmology. In Hinduism and Buddhism, demons are often depicted as beings who oppose the gods but are not entirely evil in the Christian sense. For example, in Hinduism, asuras are a class of powerful beings who constantly battle with the gods, or devas. However, the asuras are not inherently evil. Their battles represent the dualistic nature of existence and the struggle between different aspects of the divine order. Similarly, in Buddhism, Mara is the personification of evil and desire, who tempted the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. Mara is not a devil in the Christian sense but symbolizes the psychological and spiritual obstacles that one must overcome to achieve enlightenment. In Chinese and Japanese demonology, demons are often part of a broader belief system involving spirits and ancestors. Chinese folklore includes various malevolent spirits and demons, such as the hungry ghosts, which are spirits of people who died with unresolved issues or strong desires. In Japanese mythology, oni are ogre-like demons associated with destruction and disease, while yurei are vengeful spirits that haunt the living. The Middle Ages and Renaissance, the rise of demonology in Europe. During the Middle Ages and Renaissance, demonology became a significant focus of both religious and secular authorities in Europe. The fear of demons was deeply intertwined with the fear of witches, leading to the infamous witch hunts that plagued Europe from the 15th to the 17th centuries. During this time, it was widely believed that witches had made pacts with demons or the devil, granting them supernatural powers in exchange for their souls. Demonologists of the period, such as Heinrich Kramer and James VI of Scotland, produced treatises on the identification, classification, and exorcism of demons. Kramer's Malleus Maleficarum, 1487, is one of the most famous works on witchcraft and demonology, which contributed to the widespread hysteria and witch trials. The Renaissance also saw the rise of more systematic demonological texts, such as those by Johann Weyer, who argued against the persecution of witches and sought to rationalize demonology. Weyer's work De Praestigiis Daemonum, 1563, took a more scientific approach, attempting to debunk many of the superstitions associated with demonology and witchcraft. Demonology in the modern era. The Enlightenment brought a decline in the belief in demons, as scientific thought and rationalism began to challenge religious superstition. However, demonology did not disappear entirely, it simply evolved. In the 19th and 20th centuries, demonology became a subject of interest in occultism and esoteric traditions. Figures such as Aleister Crowley and members of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn incorporated demonology into their rituals and magical practices, often seeking to summon or control demons for personal power. The modern era has also seen a resurgence of interest in demonology through popular culture, particularly in horror films, literature, and television. Movies like The Exorcist, 1973, and The Conjuring series have popularized the idea of demonic possession and exorcism, drawing on centuries-old beliefs in demons and their interaction with the physical world. These portrayals have both reflected and shaped contemporary views on demons, often blurring the line between religious belief and entertainment. At the same time, some modern Christian groups continue to practice exorcism and demonology, viewing it as an essential part of their spiritual warfare against evil. The Catholic Church, for example, has maintained a formal process for exorcisms, and some Protestant denominations emphasize deliverance ministries that focus on freeing individuals from demonic oppression. Theological and philosophical perspectives. Throughout history, demonology has not only been a subject of religious doctrine but also a topic of philosophical debate. Questions about the nature of evil, free will, and the existence of spiritual beings have occupied the minds of theologians and philosophers alike. One of the most significant theological debates in Christian demonology is the nature of Satan and his role in God's plan. Some theologians, such as Augustine, argued that Satan and demons are part of a divine order and that their existence serves to test humanity's faith and moral choices. Others have taken a more dualistic approach, seeing demons as entirely separate from God's creation and representing an independent force of evil in the world. Philosophically, demonology raises questions about the existence of metaphysical entities and the nature of evil. Are demons real beings with their own consciousness, or are they symbolic representations of human fears and desires? How do we reconcile the existence of evil spirits with the concept of a benevolent and all-powerful deity? These questions continue to be explored in both religious and secular contexts. Demonology is a rich and complex field that intersects with religion, folklore, philosophy, and popular culture. From the ancient Sumerians to modern horror films, the belief in demons has been a constant feature of human history, reflecting our attempts to understand and cope with the darker aspects of existence. Whether seen as literal beings or symbolic representations, demons remain a powerful force in the human imagination, shaping our beliefs, fears, and moral choices.